Brooks from Drag Times here. Welcome to the channel. Today I'm taking the first drive in the all-new Ferrari F8 Tributo. I am excited to take it out and do some first round of performance testing. We're gonna go out and see what the best launch methods is and see what kind of launch we can get and get that 0 to 60 time down the street. We'll also do we might do some quarter-mile testing. We'll see what the conditions are like and then go for the ride. Let's check out the F8 and first impressions. Again, we got the F8 in Rosso Scuderia, just looking incredible. Let's do a cold start, get this thing running and out on the road. We got the carbon fiber racing seats. Obviously, I got all my equipment here. We got GoPro, Draggy, camera over here. Let's get the first little cold start going here. First startup sounds actually pretty good, but then the flaps on the exhaust close down and the car just gets muted. I think you can actually get some electronics behind that which will take down those flaps and leave them open all the time to get a little better sound, but after about 30 seconds the flaps close down and it just doesn't quite sound as good. I'm gonna put it in manual mode. You press the auto button down here to put it in manual mode. This car has the LED driving zone with carbon fiber, so all carbon fiber cockpit and LED shift lights up here. Now I can tell you, when you always gotta drive these Ferraris in race mode, because in sport mode it actually mentions this in the manual. It doesn't give you all the power. Now I haven't tested CT off and ESC completely off yet, but I could definitely notice a difference between sport and race, and that's probably why you see a lot of Ferraris racing and losing, because they might not be in the right mode for this car. But man, when you first get it out and down in first gear right here, it just, I mean, it rips through first and second gear. Overall feeling is just really good. I gotta say, I'm really happy with the fit and finish of the car. A lot of people saw that I bought the Ferrari and they're like, how could you possibly be a Ferrari? Brooks, you hate Ferraris. And I'm like, when did I ever say I hate Ferraris? I don't think I've ever said that in any of my videos. I think what people think is just because you don't own a car means you hate it or you're a hater, and that is definitely not the case. This is actually my second Ferrari. I had a 2008 Ferrari F8 Spider in red, black top. And that car was, I mean, it wasn't my favorite. It was a little finicky, and I actually did have quite a few problems with it. Let's do it again. I mean, it's just ripping through the gears. This car's a lot of fun. You can hear the turbo noises. I got the camera on the exhaust, you'll be able to hear that as well. But nevertheless, just because you don't own a car doesn't mean you hate it. So it was funny, like when I picked up the Ferrari, I mean, I wanted a fast Ferrari. And up until now, to spend this kind of money on an exotic car and have it be slow, that's just not what I'm about. So I test drove the F8 with Ferrari at Palm Beach about 7 or 8 months ago. And once I got behind the wheel, I was like, this is the real deal. Ferrari's finally picking it up after getting basically the shit beat out of them by McLaren and Lamborghini in some cases too. And now, this car's pretty serious. Twin turbo V8, 3.9 liter, 710 or 720 horsepower, and the gearing is just phenomenal. As you'll see when I go through some of the gears, this car will sit between 7,000 and 8,000 RPM through 3 gear changes. So while the gears are going by fast, it's keeping it in just the most optimum power band possible to get the best acceleration. And that's probably why you notice when I ran Pista versus the 720S out in Journey with Robert around the ring and on the Autobahn, you could see that Pista get out really well with that short gearing, and the 720 would reel it back in. So another question that people were asking a lot was, Brooks, why did you buy the F8 Tributo instead of the 488 Pista? And honestly, I did make a few offers on the Pista. There's just a ton for sale. Markets was all over the place. I really wasn't sure where I needed to be on a coupe. I didn't feel like I should be paying over sticker. I feel like I should be paying under sticker. I made some offers. Those didn't come through. And honestly, I prefer the F8 styling. I think it's a fresher look. You know, the Pista is a 488. This is not a 488, and you can tell the differences. This takes some of the styling from the Pista with the S-duct in the front, but the back has a much more modern look. And honestly, I don't think the Pista is that much faster than the F8. I think when we're going to weigh them, I think you're going to see about 100 pounds difference. And 100 pounds on this car, well, yeah, it does make a difference, and I think the Pista probably will win in an all-out race. Is it really worth the extra $150,000 to jump up from the F8 to the Pista? And you know, I didn't feel like it was. I felt like I would be perfectly happy with this car, and I'm really, really happy with my decision. I got a brand new car. The thing is just awesome, and you know, really, really happy with it. Here, I got a bike here ready to race. Look at this guy. Yeah, he's definitely waiting for me. He knows where I'm going. He knows where I'm going. Maybe we'll have a little run-in with a street bike. Another questions have been coming up a lot. Did I order the SF90 Stradale? Yes, I definitely did. I'm going to go over my spec and exactly what I ordered in another video. I just haven't really got around to doing that yet. You know, me and Salamandra on a secret level are competing to be the #1 fanboy of Ferrari collector. He bought the Pista Spider, I bought the F8. He just came out and said he ordered the SF90. We've been talking. So nevertheless, let's get out to the spot and get these 0 to 60 tests done. I'm really curious to see how well this Ferrari launches and can get a decent 0 to 60 time. And then maybe we'll do some quarter-mile testing as well. I was planning on doing quarter-mile testing and 60 to 130 testing another day in a subsequent video, but maybe I'll do a quick test and have a little contest to see what you guys think the car would do quarter-mile wise on the street. And wow, it's like 90-something degrees down here in South Florida, like 88% humidity. It's just pretty nasty. You walk outside and you're just basically soaking wet. All right, so here we go. I got the V-Box, I got the Draggy hooked up now on the F8. You basically have to be in manual mode, come to a complete stop, press the PS button, which stands for power start. The Spider said launch. I like the launch button better, but this just says power start. And then gun it, and then see what happens. Hit the launch, build some boost. Oh, that's a good one. Although spinning second. Woo, it's moving. Pretty good. 0 to 60 is coming in at under 3 seconds with the rollout. And that, it's weird. It's hooked in first, but in second it started spinning. It's so annoying. If I could hold it down in second, I think we'll get a much better time. Let's try again. Hold in second. Come on. That's a good one. Better, better, better. Yes. We're moving. Fast. Hook. Turbo building. Let's go. Come on, hold second, hold second. Still spinning in second. Man, that's annoying. Yeah, under 3 seconds. I think we can do better though. Hold. Better. All right, so did a bunch of tests. Almost out of gas. I'm gonna give it one more try, full ESC off. I don't think it makes a difference above race mode, but nevertheless, you might as well give it all the tries while out here, and then get back to a gas station before I get stranded out here. Best 0 to 60 so far is coming in 2.7 seconds, which is hooking in first but spinning in second. So I don't know, I think the car, if it dead hooks at the drag strip, could be hitting 0 to 60 in maybe like 2.6 seconds. Let's give it another try right here and see what we get. Oh, it's pretty good. About the same. I don't know. I think the car's just hot. All right, so if you're still here, you must want to know who won the Drag Times t-shirt, and that is Mr. T was the first one to guess 2.78 for 0 to 60. And so basically contact me, info@dragtimes.com, and I'll get you a McLaren 720S t-shirt like this one. And if you didn't win, you can buy this. There's a link down below. You can buy this t-shirt or a regular Drag Times t-shirt. You let me know what you want. Nevertheless, 2.78, that's spinning in second. I think it'll definitely do 2.6. And I'm gonna leave you at the end of this video with a full quarter-mile test run, which was done later in the day, a little cooler, and it actually hooked pretty good. So put in the comments below if you wanna win a t-shirt. In the next video, what the F8 ran in the quarter mile on the street to the nearest hundredth. So 10.58 or 10.98 or 11.58 or 10.10. Put your comments in below, and the first one to guess the correct time, in the next video, I'll announce the winner of that. I am taking the F8 out to the drag strip next week. I'm gonna leave it on the stock OEM tires and see what the best time I can get out of is. And then I got a bunch of tires here. I'll probably load up some Toyo R88R tires on the F8 and go for a better quarter mile. And of course, the weather's not great, so we will revisit the track at a later date to get some really good times. As always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing as well, and we'll keep the videos coming. Thanks for watching.